Hey folks, good to have you back for another Move Mob session here. What we're really going to focus on today is elbow extension. If you're like myself here and you've had shoulder surgery or any type of modification to the shoulder or the elbow, previous injuries, a lot of times the loss of full extension through the elbow will be a real limiting factor in your progression or actually cause some issues and some tissue damage in your training or activities of daily life. What we want to show is how to develop that external extension in both pronation and supination of the elbow so that it transitions a little bit better and you can develop that full extension. The movement that we're going to use is not your typical overhead position, although that could be it. We're actually going to use a handstand to pre and post test this. So I've already done my handstand. I know exactly how that feels. I was doing it in free space as well as up against the board, doing shoulder taps to see how well I could stabilize per arm in full extension. Didn't go so hot, so now I'm going to try to increase the range of motion of this right elbow. A couple of ways that I can do that. The first thing that I'm going to do is take my wall ball here. Now, if you had a plate, it would also be good, but the wall ball is a little bit more cushioned, so it makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to roll this up and pin my hand down first. And as you see for me, my shoulder comes flying up off the ground. Well, what I'm going to do is keep that elbow locked in, kind of find what type of pronation or supination right where it kind of locks up on me. From here, I'm going to pin everything down with this ball, and I'm going to start to just roll my shoulder back and down, and I'm experiencing a big grind on the top part of my elbow, more in the extensor component where everything's hooking in kind of on the back side of the elbow. What we can also, you can spend many times just breathing through that. After that, we can go into full supination of the elbow, lock down, again, kind of bias up, find where you need to be with where your restrictions reside. And here's a big one for me, trying to breathe this sucker down here. So now that I'm done with the ball, I can get into my handstand. What we'll do here, just go right up into the handstand. What I'm going to try and do is most of the time I want to be up on top of this left arm. What I'm going to really focus on doing is trying to get things locked out and screwed in from this left arm and really over the top of it. So it'll look like so. Good. So early on, just trying to get balance and then trying to get really over the top of that right arm to get everything locked into position, stable, so that I can catch a good snatch. I can really get over my head with my jerks and be real confident that elbow can support a lot of weight if I can balance and support my own body weight. To do this on the wall, to make it a little bit easier, we go up here, and then I don't have to worry so much about the balance, and I can really focus on locking things in. Throw a couple of touches in just like so to work the movement component. Hopefully that helps as far as learning how to extend in supination as well as pronation and have that filter into a movement. Good luck.